were thinking that I was doing 6, so I had to go through and do 6 real quick. So I just finished that. So did you guys have like any questions with the homework?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What about you, Brienne?
Sorry, my sound was weird again, so I exited out and got back in. Now I can hear what's going on.
Just if you had questions on the homework.
Um, no, I guess there was, yeah, hold on, let me pull it up really fast. There, well, I've already done like the homework part of it, and I got like a C- on it, and I was so confused as to understanding, because it was talking about like the differences of it, like, and like the distribution of the sample mean, that like if the sample size increases, like how that affects the mean and those kind of things. And so I guess I didn't really understand that very well. Did you guys understand it?
Yeah, so I think it's the larger it gets,
The smaller the deviation.
the smaller the deviation, and it just gets more like closer to the mean, right?
Okay.
Right.
Because like when they put it in that little graph things, like it all, and you saw it change, like it would get like smaller and like closer together to the mean. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. And then like when it says it says that it has to be a large enough sample for it to have a normal distribution. So how do we know if it's large enough? Does the like whenever the question is there, does it just tell us if it's large enough?
Right, and it has to be larger than 30 for it to be considered
Larger than 30.
enough.
Okay. I was like looking for a specific number because usually it says this sample is large enough, but I thought maybe
Right.
it won't. Anyways, okay, 30. And then so like on the homework part, you know how we had to draw 5
But yeah.
of
Uh-huh.
so you guys did that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I just
didn't.
put his, but you can just randomly pick 5 too instead of going to that.
Right, and yeah.
It seemed like a
Right.
lot of work to.
I know, just randomly pick 5 of them. Okay, so I did that and I got the mean, and my mean was 45,000. And so it asked if it was unusual or not, and I thought, how do I know if it's unusual or not?
Let me see where we're at. What is the mean? It's 48. So if it were out, you got 45,000.
Yeah.
That would be normal because it's within range of the normal mean, which is what, like 40, 47?
Okay,
You know what
but
I mean?
how do I know what the range is?
I think if it were just an outlier, like if you're hitting 42 or you're hitting 56,
Okay.
you're way off that mean. You're pretty. When he explained it, he said that if you're pretty close in, because the mean that he put in was 48,780, and
Uh-huh.
he marked it and said because it's not so far off of the mean, because you can see that they have this graph here, right? So you'd have
Mm-hmm.
to have a graph to know, or whatever. If that makes sense. They did the histogram with all the numbers.
Right.
So it's just not that far off. But I don't know like the magic number where I think once it starts sloping down too far, then you'd be like that's not normal.
Okay, I guess I just wondered if there was like a point, like if so mine was 45, so I'm still inside the bell curve, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, and then I don't think there was another one. No. Okay, the other. Okay, that's it. Did you guys have any more questions?
No, that was pretty much it for me.
Okay, let's go ahead and start the quiz then. Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Open it.
Make sure I'm on lesson 6.
Can I ask a quick question before we get started?
Sure.
Like, so maybe it's just because I struggle. I'm more of a visual learner, so sometimes online things are harder for me. But like, how do you guys study and understand things well? Like, by just read? Do you just naturally can like read things and like understand it, or like, cause some like the last few times, like the beginning it was fine, and then the last 2 assignments I just feel like I'm kind of drowning in a way. I'm like, I'm not understanding this like I probably should be, and so it just is making it more frustrating. So I just wanted to see what you guys did.
I
The
actually
reading.
don't read it. I just
You
watch the video.
don't?
No,
Maybe.
because it confuses me. Because after I listen to him and go through a specific problem, I get
Uh-huh.
it. I know how to apply it to what we're going to be doing, like word problems and stuff. So when I
Yeah.
read it and they're trying to define specific words, that just confuses me more. So I mean, like I go through the reading some, but I feel like I benefit more if I just watch the videos and then practice with different problems.
Okay, I like that because I've done the video summit, but I've done like trying the readings and it just has been overwhelming. So,
The reading
okay, I like that.
but makes me know what to look out for. But the only time I fully understand it is when I watch those videos. Otherwise,
Okay.
there's no way I would have been able to pull it off.
Okay,
Yeah. The reading
that's
just is
perfect.
a little bit extra, so I always go and do it to make sure I didn't miss anything, because sometimes
Right.
he doesn't go over everything. But yeah, I mean, when you watch the videos, he pretty much tells you exactly
So
what you're
just
gonna.
like start off with the videos, kind of get like a feel for what's going on, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons
Awesome.
why I wouldn't skip that reading is because one of those lessons that we were back in where we were using that SPSS thing, that's the only way I found out how to use
It's
that program. But I didn't watch the video on that one either. I didn't realize he was walking you through the stuff. So do you guys know if he walked you through the SPSS stuff or no?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I don't think I watch those videos as much, but yeah.
Yeah, the videos are the key for me for sure.
Especially if because I'm a visual learner too,
Right.
so it's a lot
That's
And
easier.
fine.
it's so
Thank
much more
you.
simpler than what they say. Yeah. When you're
Yeah,
reading, it
they
just makes
start using all these big words, and I'm like, you could use such smaller words to help me understand.
right.
No, you can help me feel successful in what I'm doing right now versus making me feel like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because it's not easy. This stuff is not easy. It's not coming to me naturally.
Right.
That's exactly how I feel. That's like because I'm doing this as a prereq for my graduate program, and I'm just sitting here thinking maybe I don't want to do this if this is what I need to be doing. Like maybe this is not the right thing that I should be going into.
Oh, that's
But
funny. No,
yeah,
yeah, just I think you just have to practice has been like I just make up problems and go through it sometimes.
just try to make it. But when you do figure it out, there's that like successful like victory, like yes, I'm
Yeah, for
getting
sure.
there.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yep. Okay, so I'm on the quiz and 3. Okay.
When using the when, what?
I think it's a typo. It says I think it means when taking samples of n equals 5, what is the shape?
The histogram, when the parent population, it's going to be right skewed.
Right.
Yeah. Except
Okay.
there's a question on the homework that didn't do that, and I was so confused, but that's exactly what I thought.
Okay. Okay, 4.
It's going to be normal because your sample's over 30.
Okay.
Okay.
Do normal. Okay, when using the sample distribution applet, I need to open the applet. I forgot about that. So normal though, right?
Yeah,
For 5 because it tells you
Because
that
it's
it's
over.
normal.
already normal. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, when taking samples of when n equals 100, what is the shape when it's normally distributed? Okay, so normal again, right?
Right.
Awesome.
Okay, so data are drawn from the population that is normally distributed with a sample size that is small or large, right?
Yep.
Okay, and then when it's right skewed and the size is large.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's only one that's not checked, right?
Right. C would not be checked.
Okay. Which of the following gives the best explanation of the central limit theorem?
I think that's
Because C wouldn't C be the other one, the large number? I'm pretty sure it would be either A or D.
Yeah, I think it's A. Because the large number, the law of large numbers, says that the larger your numbers are, the more accurate you'll get.
I
But
think there's actually this question in here, so
okay.
or maybe it was in our homework. Let me just check.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I think it's D.
I think it was in the homework quiz that it was. I remember seeing it.
I think it's D too, but I'm trying to.
Well, because I have central limit theorem under not normally distributed.
Sample size large, the shape of the sample distribution is approximately normal.
Maybe it's in the online homework.
Let me just go to the reading really fast and look it up and see if it says it.
Okay. I need to go grab a pen.
Okay, so this says the central limit theorem states that if the sample size is large, the sample mean will be approximately normally distributed.
Yeah.
That is it.
So
So-
D?
No, I think it's A.
A, that's, yeah, because if the parent population normal sampling, the sampling distribution will always be normally distributed no matter how many observations are selected. That's the first point that it says underneath it, the central limit theorem in the reading.
So it doesn't matter what size?
No, it needs to be large.
Yeah.
So it's D. Okay.
Okay, because I wrote down as sample size increases, the distribution becomes normal.
Right.
So you need to have a large. So I think D.
Yeah, it's got to be the sample size, not the population, because you can take a small sample from that parent population, like say a sample of 10, and that's not large enough to make
Yeah.
it.
Because it would have to be 30 or over, right? Is that
Right.
okay?
Okay, let X be a random variable with population mean of 10 and population standard deviation of 6. Suppose the sample size is 36.
So we just
What
need
is
to get that Z-score, right?
No, it says what's the mean?
Okay.
So it would be 10, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, and I always make it harder than what it's supposed to be at first, because you're like, are they really just
I know.
doing that? And then
I
the next
know. And then
It
the next
sounds-
question comes, and then you're like, oh, that's what it was.
Okay, so now we're looking for standard deviation. So we do 6
right.
divided by the square root of 36, which is 1, right?
This,
The square root of 36 is 6.
Right.
So 6 divided by 6 is 1. So just 1?
but it says the 3 decimal places.
Yeah.
So when I do it on my calculator, it says 2.449 for 36.
The square root of 36 is what?
2.449. Well, that's just like, that's what when I push like the square root button, well, it's like the 2 and then the square root and then there's x underneath it.
I got 1 when I put it in there.
Okay.
So, like, 6 times 6 is 36.
Right.
Square
It just
root.
confuses me, like, why they would say 3 decimal places and then if it would just be
Oh,
1. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think it's 1.
Because, I mean, it would
You
make
know what?
sense.
We're looking at. Oh yeah. Okay. You're right,
Are
Kaylee.
we making this more difficult than it needs to be?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. So just
But-
do 1.
Yeah.
And, yeah, okay.
Okay, regardless of the distribution of the population, if the sample size is large, what would be the shape? Normal, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. What theorem would justify your response to question 11? That would be the central limit theorem.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Done? Really?
Yeah. I like Tuesday quizzes. I feel like Tuesdays are always a little bit easier than the Thursday ones.
You know, I did Thursdays, and I liked it a lot more than this one. I think probably because you just plug numbers in. But
Yeah, probably so.
all right.
Oh, you did Thursday's homework already?
Yeah.
You guys are, like, do you have other classes?
No, I only have 1,
Oh,
so that's why I can.
I just have English, so that's easy too. And I hate math so much that I just want to get it all done and then not have to worry about it all week.
I know, because if I put it off till Saturday, it's just not good. Did you guys submit already?
yeah. 100.
Susan, why does that say 3 decimal places? That bothers me. That ticks me off. All right. Sweet. Well, that will be very good.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
much, ladies.
Thanks. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.